Welcome to Scalping Addiction. My name is Eric. Today we're going to scalp, trade on a very fast pace Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is offering us a lot of movement this morning. For now, it's we are on May 30th. It's 4 a.m. here Eastern Time. So we're going to look at what Bitcoin has to offer to us this morning. First of all, we're going to look at higher time frames to look what is the trend of Bitcoin. So for now, the price is at $105,200. So there were a downfall during the night and also yesterday. So what we see if we're looking at Bitcoin in daily, we see here a double top, which is a bearish figure. So it works. It has responded to the technical analysis. So it falls. Also, we have probably a kind of rounding top, which is information, because here with the double top impulsion to the south, it could bring the price back to here. So we'll see. But if it's the case, the price target is $103,152. So that's the target price if it complete the rounding top. So that's a possibility. So it's bearish. In 4 hours, I want first to show you something relative to the Bitcoin prices in the last hours or days. So Bitcoin created what we call a cipher harmonic pattern, which consists of higher top here, lower top here. You have also a kind of double bottom, which is not the case because the point C is lower in price than the point A. So it's not a double bottom for the one who will ask. And so you have 3 points. You have the one here, the first bottom, the top that hasn't been reached, so stopped here. And also you have the point C, which is, as I mentioned, lower than the part A to complete with the D point. So it's here higher than here and here higher than here. So we call that a cipher. And also if I just give you, if we close, we're more closer, we see that here we had what we call a head and shoulders. So I'm not in candlestick right now because I want to show you the form, but so it's all bearish. That's what I mean. All this is bearish. So supposed to go south. And after that, if we're looking in 4 hours and without the harmonic pattern, we had head and shoulders. I call it a sombrero, but it's not the term. This is my term. It looks like a sombrero, this one this morning. So that's why. But seriously, it's an head and shoulder. So you have here the first shoulder, the head, which is higher pricing than the shoulder, and also the second shoulder. So as you can see, it did that, and that. So it's all bearish. Bearish over their Bitcoin this morning. So the amplitude of the movement that we can expect from this head and shoulders, it's minus 3.41%. So we report this to the it gave us a target price of 103,250, but I prefer to target the order block here, which will be a big support, all this part. So this is an institutional place where they open and close positions. So it seems to be a really, really big support. So we'll keep in mind that $103,104 is the target for this figure for now. So the one who think that it's going to the moon this morning, please look at the charts. So this is my channel, first of all, if you like my videos, or I'm a beginner and I am amateur. So if you like, please subscribe to my new channel, and also you can activate the notifications and put likes if you like the content. I thank you very much. So all is bearish for Bitcoin. If we're gonna see time frame, 15 minutes time frame, it's also bearish. Here what we did, it's what we call a rounding top. So it's an RT. So same kind of rounding top than before. So it's supposed to go down. It's gonna make it made it, but not in closing price. So it's not valid. You need a closing price to confirm the figure. So it has been repurchased till now, but it's supposed to go down. And if we're looking at the amplitude of the movement we can expect, it's minus 1.29%. So I'm going to look at what will be the price. 1.29. So we're at 103,500 $103,534. I'm gonna put a mark here. Am I okay with this? I think so. So the theoretical target for this figure will be $103,534 for Bitcoin, if there is no repurchase of the bearish figure. So the power of this bearish figure is very big. It's really variable usually, so we can expect Bitcoin to go there in the near future, not in 2 weeks. It's a matter of minutes or days. In 5 minutes, what we see here, it's a kind of maybe rounding bottom, which is maybe will be created. So the neckline will be here, if there is. Can create also what we call a cup and handle. It's possible. It happens often with Bitcoin. So depending what we will see, it can do something like that. Going to knock here the line, not able to pass, doing an handle and go to the north. It's a possibility. It's one of our scenario. The first scenario is only the rounding, because we don't know if either will have an handle. So we can, when I say rounding bottom, we can say that it's maybe a cup, but we don't know if the handle will come after. So that's the point. So it's supposed to go and to finish the figure here. There's more probability. So in a really, really short term, 5 minutes time frame, it looks like it's more bullish than bearish, but we don't know yet. Also possibility to make a double bottom here. It will be bullish too, but it's not the case yet. So okay, in 5 minutes that's a portrait. As you can see, in 15 minutes and 5 minutes can have a big difference. So we can see more as well. It's close time frame. We can see the real pulse of the market, the real movement fast. So that's why we trade in 5 and 15 minutes usually when we're making scalping. I'm an amateur. I don't know another person who makes scalping. I know there's a lot, but personally, I don't know. Nobody who's making scalping. So I developed my own method, and it works. So that's great. So why there was the price went to the south drastically, if I can say. It was strong at the beginning of the movement. So it's because there were here what we called a broadening wedge or a bear flag, which is only, there is no consolidation after a descending trend. So there's only kind what I call a foot, 1 foot. This is the support that the Bitcoin found. So it's not sustainable, and usually it goes to the south. That's what it did here. So we had a good rally to the south. Trying here to make a double bottom, but it failed. So it goes down. Okay, and it advances very, very rapidly when you're in 1 minute. You're in the pulse of the market. So we're with how can I say? It's the real life. This is where it goes right now. We know we have to fix our prices target and our setup to be able to take position. So for now, where we are in the last minutes, we had kind of two different scenario. First of all, we had the back flag again, Browning wedge. As you can see, the tops are higher and the bottoms are higher too, but it's not sustainable. No consolidation before, so it falls to it falls. So it went to the south, as the theory is supposed to be. But also it went to the north because you have a kind of cup and handle that has been created. So as you can see here, you have the cup, which is a kind of rounding. This is a cup. We'll draw. Sorry for the draw. So you have the cup and you have the little handle here to go up. So we can say that after pullbacks, this is the cup and handle who won the fight for now. But what we see is not very beautiful. Explain to you. We have here what we call a double top. So I will trace it to try to make it more clear for you guys. So there's a neckline. It's between the two tops. That's what we call the neckline. So you add this like this. Sorry for the draw, it's very fast. Like this, like this. Another top, which is the first is higher and the second could be equal, but at least equal. So you add this double top here. So I'm gonna erase this just to be sure to have, because it's the double top right now who is in action, if I can say. So we'll look at here if there will be a repurchase, because we have candlesticks that we could expect a bottom, which here at the G, perfect doji here, and here we have what we call a gravestone doji information. For instance, it's gonna close. It closed right now with a gravestone doji. So gravestone doji, it's the little body is the opening and closing price are the same or almost, and you have the big rally to the north before to go down. So it's a doji, kind of doji, gravestone, and it goes usually a reversal pattern. So after a descending trend, it will have in theory been a chance to make a bottom, but I don't know if it's the case. We'll see. What's the target of pricing of this this double top? We go to the top, to the neckline, 0.30%. So we could fall So it matched the end there of the order block. So at 104,582. So that's the price we can expect if there's a confirmation of this figure. Right now it's not the case at all. You have also here the bear flag, the Browning wedge, which is the foot. I'm going to call it the foot because I don't know the terms and I don't know scalpers. So this is my terms. I'm sorry if it's not the good term. For sure, it's not the good term. But anyway, this is what I use. So I trace the neckline because if it goes to the south here to complete the figure of the double top, there will have many pullbacks to confirm or invalid the figure depending of the power of buyers or sellers. So there's fight right now. So just to look at small, okay, we have really nothing to complete it right now. It's almost done. So what I will do, if it goes here in closing time, okay, here I will take a position, not before, because it's not easy with Bitcoin this morning to know where it goes. As you can see, it's forming the famous rounding bottom that I was talking about. So yeah, there's no clear direction. It's maybe not the best day to scalp, but I'm live with you guys. So what we can expect theoretically, yes, it's to form the figure, but to test the Bollinger Band here. So that's a possibility. Right now he's testing the mid one, and he has been rejected to the south, as we can see. So will it be a double top? Good chances. Okay, so it's really static, if I can say. Okay, so if he's closing like this, for instance, so bigger candlestick than the previous one, it's what we call here a bearish engulfing, that it finishes like this. So it's supposed to go down. But nothing is sure in trading as well. A lot of volatility this morning. I mean, there's not a lot of amplitude, but for 1 minute time frame, there's a lot of volatility. There's not a big there's first of all no figure that is really 100% completed. As here you had the bear flag, but he didn't made his rounding top completely to his neckline or the foot line, I call, as I mentioned. So the theory will say, okay, is going back to this line. It wasn't the case. That's fine. It happens often, but it 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 break out to the south as the theory mentioned. So that's okay for this. And this one, another gravestone doji, and right now is forming the double top live. Okay, passing it, testing as I mentioned the Bollinger Band here. But I'm waiting for this here, which is the foot, which is strong because the back flag is very strong. It's like 75 to 80% reliable. So very reliable. Double top also is really reliable. It was a matter of time to complete the figure. Right now it's not confirmation. There's no confirmation because there's no closing time. I mean candlestick that just break out to the south, but we have 5 seconds left, so I guess it will be it. For sure. This is so there's a confirmation, no validation for now, because there will be a lot of pullbacks to retest the neckline. And if there's reintegration, can be another figure. Or if there's no, probably we will go to reach the foot of this bear flag. So I'm not in position right now. I wait. When I trade, I use eye leverage, so I can usually I try to have 0.50% minimum of amplitude with a movement, but it can be less. So at this time with Bitcoin, what I use is 100 or 125 leverage, which are the highest leverage you can have on Bitget. So there it implies a lot of fees. So I need, for instance, if I use a 125 leverage, I think it's like minimum 15%. I'm not sure, but it's something like that. So you need to have a good amplitude to make money, if I can say. But with Bitcoin, the amplitude isn't as big as with the altcoins, for instance. So with the altcoins, as it's more volatile, you need less leverage because you don't want to lose your trade because you use too much leverage. So we need to dose and balance it. So right now it's directly on the other candlestick. Try to survive, but I guess it's going down because it looks like. So this is a hammer here, which is another or a dragonfly doji. Yeah, it's a dragonfly doji. So it's probably a top because you had the candlestick went up and maybe a top here to complete the figure with the bear flag, which will be a rounding top. So it will do something like this probably. So we had a reintegration on this over this neckline. Try to not going down. Buyers are fighting very strongly right now. Okay, there will be probably a rounding bottom here. As I mentioned at the beginning, it's a possibility. Yeah, this is. So rounding bottom, maybe a cup and handle, we'll see. Seems not the case for the moment. So for now, there is no validation of the double top. There were a confirmation as there was a breakout to the south. But the validation is when pullbacks and that after it goes down to validate that it's really the figure. It's not the case right now. So what we're going to see here, maybe this kind of rounding that is made right now, or a bigger, which could be here. So we'll see. First of all, we're going to put a neckline. I'll put this one here for now because it was if I can say, the first rounding. to make. It has been made. After that, the second possible one that has been made too. And the third one, which Bitcoin is going to make right now. Oh, that's great. There's a breakout. But we have 30 seconds left. So what it could do here, I'm going to erase this. The double top isn't anymore of actuality. So, okay, as the biggest has been done, so I erase the other lines, other necklines. So yeah, so we're right now in another bear flag, which is typical of Bitcoin and crypto. So supposed to be a bear flag because yes, there is two bottoms here, but this one, the second one, is closed at a lower price than the first one, so it invalidate this bullish pattern. It doesn't mean that it's not going to do the same thing, but it's not a theoretical pattern that usually we're studying in technical analysis. So in scalping, I'm putting my trend line very on the closing prices to have the complete amplitude of the movement. That's the way I do it, and it works. I don't know for other scalpers, but for me it works. So my point is that's probably a top, and we'll go back here. Or here, more here, for the foot of the bear flag. Supposed to go down. So this foot. As you can see, I put the line just at the closing price, opening, closing. It's kind of top here. No, we don't know yet, but I mean, the impulsion, the great impulsion seems to be slowing down. We'll see. So we put it here because it's a bearish figure. Supposed to be a rounding. I mean, when I say a rounding with a bear flag, it's not always the case. As we saw here, there were not a complete rounding, but it was like 75% completed, if we can say. So what it means is that usually the 50%, the first part, I mean, is on the bear flag, and the other part is going down like this. It will maybe not be the case if buyers are there right now because they let the price fall a lot. So it's going to test the Bollinger Band here and also the order block. Okay, it has been strongly oh, that's nice. So reintegration of the canal. So as there was only, okay, no, there was 3 candlesticks. I'm going to change it to have more amplitude because we're still in the canal right now. Kind of consolidation, but it's only two candles, so it's not very variable, but it's kind of symmetrical triangle, which is bullish or not bullish, but trend continuation. But I think it's going to top to form this. Not sure yet. It's just a feeling. So if we're taking the amplitude from the top, for instance, if it's the top, it's minus 0.38% potential downfall. So, but we're waiting because his buyers are there. We're gonna watch in other time frames. just to be sure to know exactly what happens in the last minutes. But on other time frames, it gives us a clearer portrait of the situation. So in 5 minutes, we had what I said before, which was the potential rounding bottom with a double bottom here. So we had one bottom. The second one, it's a bullish figure, and the second one is at a higher price or equal to the first, so that it validates the figure. The neckline was here. It has been passed easily, if I can say. So it was a neckline. So the potential you take here, where the price goes down to the neckline, it's 0.37%. So it means that it could bring us to $105,458. There's a possibility for this, but I think it's going probably higher than. It depends. I mean, if we go back to 1 minute, we see that probably there's a top and there's this bear flag. So here, what will happen? It could be a backup, a pullback, sorry, to this line, just to retest it and to confirm, to validate or not if it's a double bottom, which is bullish. But there's here, because it's a higher time frame, same if it's only 5 minutes, but I mean, there's more probability to go to form this rounding here, maybe an handle and go up. We'll see. So it's in 5 minutes. That's great, but it seems to top. So if it seems to top here, it's because here is falling. That's the point. And that's the case. So my prediction is maybe good. I'm now in position at the end of this FVG. So I took a position. I can be wrong. At here, 105 to 28, a short position. First of all, I'm going to look at the Bollinger Band mid. That's the first point. If there's a rejection or not. And in the FVG as well. FVJ, sorry. And also the order block here, which will be a big support. So there's a big distance between those two. Bollinger Band, those three, in fact, because there's volatility right now operating. So there will be pullback to this line, I'm pretty sure, because it was the rounding we had before, this back flag. So he's retesting. That's why it's not only the near past, but you have sometimes figures that, for instance, I don't know this one, I don't remember. Okay, it was the flag. So the bear flag could be a resistance here eventually. So I project the line right here. For sure, the figure is recent, is more reliable, if I can say. So for now, it's the bear flag who seems to be in action. But we'll see. And here, as I mentioned, you can see that there's pullbacks to retest the double bottom here. So, okay, in 15 minutes, we had a rounding top. The rounding top we saw. Who has been repurchased for now, but seems to be a top. I think for me, it's my guess. I think it's a dead cat bounce. So will be like this, a descending trend. Whoops, it stops, a bounce, and goes down after. We'll see, but I really think it's a dead cat bounce. But I don't have any. I have my position, but I mean I don't have any others. Other way to see right now. It's only this probability to go and to complete the figure. So that's what I see right now. So I'm still in position, or we will wait at this candlestick, I think. It's an inverted hammer here. It has been rejected by the FVG, where almost where I opened my short position. So we're waiting for, I hope, a top as well, and goes down to complete the RT, or running top. I'm using acronyms, so I'm sorry if it's not easy, not terms that you're familiar with, but it's to go fast because it's sometimes going too fast in 1 minute. So here could be a kind of dead cat bounce, mini dead cat bounce as well, because there's not a lot of candlesticks. So like this, it goes down, boom, bang, to the south. Okay, so we finished this block with Dragonfly de G before an inverted hammer. Seems to be a top, we'll see. And you can see it forms like a kind of rounding here. Don't know if you see. Really small, but it's there. And the dead cat bounce, it's kind of bear flag, but which is not a bear flag because it's not sustainable. So it's just an impulsion to the north, and it goes down after because there's I don't know exactly the reason why. I'm not an expert, but there's lack of buyers. So, and it's trying to the test, as you can see very precisely, the test of the rounding bottom we had here just before the bear flag. So it's incredible, the precision in trading. It's because of the bots. There's a lot of bots who are trading. So they're using the Bollinger Band, the average mobile, the RSI, different indicators to trade. So that's why we can anticipate a little bit better, if I can say, because it's automated. So it seems to be a dead cat bounce. We'll see. For now, my short is still. Oh wow! Okay, direct on my short. Wow, that was a big impulsion. We didn't see this often like this. I will be closing my position here if it goes up after the top here. On the closing time, or if there's a too big impulsion. So I can wait also because there's not a lot of amplitude, but I prefer to be very, very um, to be able to make decision rapidly. So I don't want to be stuck in a position. That's what I mean. But I guess it's gonna be a top. That's my call. So right now we're in a range. Oh, this range has been raked to the north. Could say that it's kind of range here with the foot of the maybe not dead cat bounce. Yeah, just looking at 15 minutes what it does. Hesitation candlestick, so it's usually a continuation, so it could go up, but I have a feeling that because the figure is almost completed, I have a feeling that it's going to the south, as I mentioned. I mean, feeling it's depending of what we see, but with the figure I saw right now, it's more bearish. Oh, I'm pretty confident that I'm going to close my position here if there's a rebound, if it goes there as well, but somewhere like here in the circle. So probably I don't know, but if it completes the back flag and the rounding top, it will do this and maybe have a rebound and probably retest here the north shore of the order block. So I don't want to be stuck in my position and take profit. When you're scalping, you're not waiting for 30%, 300% profit or something like that. It's a matter of percentage and you can do often in a day. So if I do this 20 times a day and I got I don't know, maybe 20% profit or 15% profit, so it gives me a lot of profits at the end of the day. So it passes my price. I have problem this morning. I cannot put more indicator to trading view. I don't know, it's not fitting my plan, so I'm going to call them back. So well, yeah, so there's a bug. So here we can see a kind of double bottom. So you have the trend line of the bottoms who is higher and higher. Maybe kind of double, but well, I don't like the bottom because the closing price should be a little bit lower, but it's kind of maybe double bottom. This is not my favorite, if I can say. So where are you going this morning, Bitcoin? For me, I think it's going to the south. What we can have here, but it's not the case because there's a lot of breakouts and we're only in 1 minute time frame. But what we could see, if there is reintegration of this range and he continues in the range, there's a possible spike range and after it goes down. So it's what we call a reversal spike in ascending trend. So it's bearish, but it's not me. Maybe it's not this, but it's a possibility. So we have the double bottom scenario for the bullish, and we have also the this scenario that I mentioned to you, the rounding top for the bearish, and also the reversal spike, which was maybe possible, but I don't think with this candlestick that's gonna be the case. No, not at all. It touched the Bollinger Band here. So there's a kind of rounding also here with this new neckline would be here at the top of the bear flag. To do this, and this rounding is made right now, has been made. But rejected, not able to pass the Bollinger Band. I'm near to close my position because for this type of figure, because it's not clear this morning. We know that when there's movement with Bitcoin, what I saw is that the range are very high, if I can say. When there's a movement, there's fights against buyers against sellers, and there's period which it's a lot of volatility that implicates that it's difficult to have a clear portrait, or the figures are not really respected, for instance. So I'll see if we pass it here. I close my position with the minus 7%, I think. 6 minus, yeah, it will be minus 8. Well, I'm still open right now. Could make another rounding here with the same neckline as the we had for the rounding bottom here just before, a few minutes ago. Possibility too. For me, that's what will happen. So I'm in live right now, so it's difficult to say, oh no, I didn't say this. Yes, I say this. So this is how I see this for now. I'm still bearish now, so that's why I opened a short position just before. So please give me a top. It could be here a cup and handle as well. So you have here fake breakout, go back maybe to the range, the North Shore, and go back up north. It's possible. All is possible, but this thing is more possible than previously. Okay, so we're going back to 5 minutes. It's still making the rounding. In 15 minutes, he's trying to not making the rounding top. So what is difficult right now is that you have a bearish figure, but if you're coming in 5 minutes, you have a bullish figure. And in 1 minute with this bear flag, it's a bearish figure, but also we have the famous double bottom as mentioned, or the maybe future CNH cup and handle. So it could be bullish too, so it depends. I mean, more the time frame is higher, like 15 minutes to 1 minute, it's more variable. So for now, we're more in a potential, I say potential, descending trend. This is a trend line here. We touch more than 3 points, as you can see. And if it breaks out this line till the North Shore, the FVG, for instance, there's good chance that it goes strongly up north. So we'll see. Probably here a pullback to test the neckline of the double bottom. That's a possibility too. A lot of possibility this morning. Okay, so we're going back in the pulse of the market. We have right now probably what is the top. So we have a small candle, which is not tops or bottoms candle that we can find usually, but I mean there's a compression here. So the opening and the closing price is very close. So it could significate that the top is coming soon. And here we had also another candlestick really tight between opening and closing prices. So we'll look at, I'm still in position at 105.228. Going to remove this one. Please make a rounding. And also, I want to tell you that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an amateur, a guy downstairs who is scalping for hobby. I play hockey and I like scalping as a hobby. I have also other hobbies, but I mean, this is not a work. This is not a job. It's a hobby for me. So we have an inverted hammer. I guess it's a top. For me, it looks like a top. So we could make a round here. Difficult to draw with trading view. If you're better than me, please help me because it's not easy. So it's important to prolong the lines because it's going to retest the lines if it's going south. Okay, I like this candlestick for short as well. So I will say here that there's no big cup and handle because as you can see, you have the kind of cup and the handle is very far, so it's not a cup and handle. But it's a rounding for sure because it has been made. Retest, retest, retest. That's why the price is compressing here. So there's always retest between buyers and sellers. There's fight here. Who will win? And but we see that there's a kind of decline in the prices. So probably this rounding is coming. I hope so. So I will trace the new rounding. Oh, first of all, okay, I will remove the sign. I will keep it for the rounding right now. We're maybe expecting here. So this is his neckline, which is the kind of the foot, the left foot if you prefer, and here will be a right foot to complete the if it goes down as well. So we're going to trace it. I hope it's more visual for you. It is for me, so okay. So could do this. I hope so. And also the range, same if it's only few candles and we're in 1 minute time frame, but I mean the range is going to be retest also. Is going to be a big support. You'll see if he's going down. We have different supports, but I didn't hear trace it because I trace it usually in a higher time frame to have more reliable. But here it's a matter of figure. When you're in the pulse of the market, I don't have time to say, oh, okay, this is no. It depends on the figure I see, and I trace my lines regarding only the figures. I always keep in mind if there's overbought or oversold asset, but I mean it's a matter of figure in this time frame. So it seems to go down. Oh, I took a break of 30 seconds. So, probably I'll have this famous rounding top. I hope so. So it's now back down my price, almost at the price. I repeat, I open here in orange at 105 228, a short, and I look at. Okay, okay, for this one I use a 100 leverage. So there's a possibility of liquidation rapidly. With That's why my it's really tight as my my stop loss. That's great. It's bearish. So it's going to test probably, yeah, the north shore of this year. We almost completed the rounding top here. My guess was good this morning. That's nice for my heritage. Not mine, but family heritage. No, seriously, we can see that there's a lack of buyers right now. So what we have in 5 minutes right now is this rounding two. So we're gonna postpone it here. This is the rounding top in 5 minutes that we have to complete. Is directly or almost on the Bollinger Band mid. It's a big support. In 15 minutes, seems to be a dead cat bounce. As I told you, you see, it touched the line precisely here. It's incredible. Directly on the trend line. So he tried to pass this line. It has been rejected to the south. After there was a breakout, but he has been rejected. So he's now probably going to do a dead cat bounce. Expected. So it goes down, it bounces back to the south. We'll see. Just a portrait of, because the main support to keep on the 4 hour basis, it's 105 566. It's really critical as support. The reason why is because there were the head and shoulders. There was the breakout to the south as supposed to be, and there was a kind of bottom that the Bitcoin tries to make to retest the line further and to try to validate or not the figure. But right now we lost the candlestick that you can see here, the inverted hammer, and I will remove this circle. Here it's not an inverted hammer, it's a doji, long leg doji, and here we have almost a hammer, so it could have been a candlestick of bottoms, but it's not the case. We lost it, so it falls. So 4 hours we will be waiting here at 102, but for now we're not we're on little time frame. Okay, so almost complete this rounding top, but there's a dragonfly doji right here. It can be a bottom. It would not surprise me. Maybe making I don't know, if he's still bearish, you could make an inverted cup and handle, which is bearish. So it will be like this, and after that goes down. But it seems not to be the case, but it's a possibility. So it's a bearish scenario that we have to keep in mind. That could happen. But right now there's a beautiful amplitude to go back to this line probably. So there's a possibility of rounding bottom here. Rounding. I will trace the neckline. Okay, so I'll keep this one here first of all. Okay, the neckline would be here for the rounding, the possible rounding. So I'm going to erase it. Rounding or inverted, could be an inverted cup and handle because you have the beautiful rounding here. It stops directly on the line to go up and maybe form an handle, an inverted handle. We'll see. But this is my hope. Here we close with gravestone de G, which is a possible top, but we need usually more than one. Here we needed just one. As you can see, the dragonfly de G, only one, and whoops, it was a reversal. So it's kind of cheat codes. You know, when you play video games, you have cheat codes. Same thing for the candlesticks. So there's patterns with candlesticks that I don't see a pattern particular here, but if I see, I will tell you. And sometimes it's a pattern can be like 4 to 5 candlesticks. And when you see this, there's more probability to go to, one way than the other. So it's kind of cheat code. For instance, I'll give you here an example. For instance, here, the three black crows. After a big uh, um, ascending trend, really fast, if I can say, you can have a bearish reversal, which is three big candlestick, one after the other, that we call bearish three black crows. So it's bearish reversal. So it's kind of patterns that you can have and try to determine with this if it's a top or if it's a continuation figure. Wow. Bearish engulfing. 20 seconds left, but retest the north shore of the range, as I told you. Very precise. So it goes down, retest it again. Oh, my line is not okay. So not a lot of candle to complete this kind of handle, which is a little bit weird, but could be. We'll see. Maybe not. Testing the Bollinger Band mid. As you can see, the Bollinger Band here are very tight compared to here. So there is a movement who is in preparation, and it will imply a lot of volatility probably. So when I mean volatility, I mean the price will go strongly on one side or the other, depending, but strongly usually. So what are you doing today, Bitcoin? You have the bearish engulfing, and after that you have a big candlestick which is going higher with higher prices. So it's weird this morning. It's not the best scenario. What we can see here also, it's a double top if he's not able to pass this line, this price. I'm still bearish right now. Has been rejected directly on this line. I will put a small trim line here because it needs to close equally or lower than this to form a double top. The first one is always equal or higher than the second or the third if there's three. Yeah. So we add here a kind of little inverted hammer. Seems to be a top. If it's a top, is going here and finishing the inverted cupped handle that I mentioned. Could be like this, like this. It's a kind of inverted cup and handle. As well, the handle is always smaller than the cup. So for now, it's a candlestick of top, two candlesticks of tops. If you enjoy my video, please subscribe and you can activate the notifications. I try to make video like maybe 3 times a week. So I would appreciate if you can help me grow my YouTube channel. I do it for fun. I didn't do this to be a star, which is not the case. It will never be the case. But I mean, I have really a lot of fun to do this. It's a hobby for me, and if I can share it with you and helping you, it's gonna be my pleasure. So it was a top. As I told you, there were a possibility that's the case. Two candlesticks. So it finishes by here. Oh, here is the neckline of the double top. Is direct on the neckline. The neckline is the lowest part between the two tops. So I'll remove this here. Okay, so it's a double top. We don't have the confirmation because the time frame isn't closed, the time block. And we have almost inverted cup and handle, which is almost finished. So we'll see. Okay, it's finished. So we have the cup and handle, inverted cup and handle, and the double top as well. And my short is happy. Okay, it has been rejected. Look at this. Directly on the foot. Directly on the line. That seems to have a lot of power to go south because, okay, so first of all, there's confirmation of the figure, the inverted cup and handle, as I mentioned. I will draw it. It's gonna be maybe easier to see. Here, 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 and here. That's my famous cup and inverted cup and handle that we just made. And right now we're probably going to reach this line. It has been rejected to the south by the Bollinger Band. As you can see, the Bollinger Band is now more width. There's more distance between because the movement volatile is still in progress. It is now in progress, so we're in the movement right now. So it's supposed to go down. For your information, I'm now at 13% profit. What I want is to have it here at the line and close my position before a pullback to this line, or before if there's a rebound. Also, there's a risk of rebound here on the north shore of the order block right here, which is a big possibility. So I need to keep in mind that it can go very fast. Directly on the Bollinger Band for now. If it goes down, it will go down probably fast, because this is the last step before to have a downfall. Maybe a bottom, but it's not specify a candlestick, but could be, because there's compression, as you can see. So there's only two candlesticks, but we can see a kind of symmetrical triangle. Very small, you will tell me. Okay, so we're in descending trend. It's continuation. It should go. Well, it should go by. It's only two candlestick here. It's not really variable, but this is type of figure. If you see this in high time frames, or a lot of candlestick implicated here, usually it's a continuation movement, a figure. But right now we had an inverted hammer here, so it's a bottom. It goes to retest the line. So it has been rejected by here. Let's go. Give me money. Could be a dead cat bounce also. Mini dead cat bounce. Okay. So we have a dragonfly doji, 20 seconds left. Could be a top. Directly on the line. It's really precise. That's why it's important to use closing candlestick price and not the the variation of the time block. Okay, so we have this dragonfly. It's supposed to go down. There's possibilities, more probabilities, I mean, to go down. Is that cat bounce? Could be. Still testing the line. Okay, it was a hammer, so seems to be a top. Supposed to go down in the next minutes. I hope so. Maybe not. So it was not a dead cat bounce, as you can see. We're going to erase it here. I'm sorry I had to go for a few minutes. I'm still here. So we have a hammer, maybe a top. We don't know yet. So I will erase here. Here's a kind of rounding bottom. So if he's not making a top, and if he's passing it here, the top here, I'm closing my position. With closing time. He's direct, no, not directly on it, but near. Okay, it closed just below. What will happen next? So we have as figure, if you just recapitulate, we have the bear flag here has been validated to the south. After that, we have the here the inverted cup and handle, which has been validated too, and in confirmation, but not validation because it reintegrates the neckline. So that's the point. Oh, I apologize. The neckline of the inverted cup and handle is here. So right now we have 4 points de G, which is a de G that is only a body. I mean the green part. There's no almost no variation of prices. So it seems to be a top, maybe. It created a new FVG. So support right now. Please, in comments, you can tell me what type of trade you're making and what drives you to, if you like trading and what you like or what you dislike the most. I'm really, it's really important for me to know what you're thinking about trading and how you see this. So it seems to be a top. A little bit higher than the other one, but that's okay. It's not a double top because we don't have the foot here. The left foot, if I can say. But we can consider it. It's not the theory, it's me, because when I trade crypto, I see that often. It can be a kind of double top too. Same if we don't have this part here, which would be here and on the line. Or lower as well. So it will give us this to go down. Possibility. But I prefer the possibility for now bullish, which is a cup and handle. I will show you if I'm able to remove it. Okay, first of all, the neckline will be here of this cup and handle, or the rounding. First it was a rounding, so I'm gonna trace it here. This is the rounding that we have has been completed. There were a breakout, but there's pullbacks, and he's trying to here's oh here he finished with a 4-point doji. So it seems to be a top and probably to reintegrate and to form maybe a handle. I try to close my position on the sell part of the handle if it's the case, because it's bullish. So if it's a cup and handle, it will do something like that. Back here, the cup, the rounding, it could become a cup. Just going here. I don't know where, maybe to the north shore of the range to make an handle and go up after. So this is the potential figure, really potential, but the rounding or the potential cup is already made, as you can see. Okay, so it looks like a top. You have two 4 points de G consecutively. It's rare for Bitcoin, and in crypto it's rare. I only trade since 1 year and 3 months, and I scalp for hobby since 3 months and a half, approximately. So for me, a lot of things to discover again. So yeah, it was a top, I guess. So he's probably going to retest the line. The line is here, the neckline of this. Oh no, sorry, of this no rounding is already there. This is the neckline. This is the bottom of the cup. But I think it's gonna be a handle. I have a feeling of this. Okay, so I'm in positive right now. Almost break even. Break even. Come on, go down, please. Directly on my price. Okay. Would it be an handle? Suspense. It's a Dragonfly DG for now. Looks like a bottom, but we're not sure. We could have also something like this, which is bullish too. Inverted head and shoulders. You have the first shoulder, the head, and well, it's not symmetrical like here, but it's kind of second shoulder. So it will bring the price higher. So it's bullish right now. Same if I'm in my position since a lot of minutes. I hope it's going to retest some lines here that I could take profit on it. Okay, we will probably will have maybe not, but a test of the Bollinger Band mid here, the blue one. There's possibilities. Yeah, probably I'm right. It's probably an endo. So what happened here is that you reach the figure neckline. Sellers are just opening short position, or I don't know, or but I mean there's a movement will go down, but it's always repurchased automatically, like right now. So there's compression with these candlesticks. The prices is not moving a lot. So I will go back to the bougie is in French. I'm French Canadian. So if you want to learn French, I can help you. Bougie means candlestick. or candle. Sorry. So here I will try to give you more information relative to the neutral candlesticks, the one who form usually bottoms and tops. But just whoops, I just don't want to lost my trade too. Okay, it's a 4 points doji right now. So well, don't know yet. So here you have the neutral umbrella, which is a dragonfly doji. You have the neutral doji long leg or long leg doji, which the opening and closing price is at the same place. Same thing here. You have also the neutral candlesticks, the small body with small, I don't know how to say this in English, but it's only small variation of prices. You have the 4 price doji that we just made a few minutes ago, the neutral doji, and a neutral I wave doji, which means that there was a bigger body. And also you have the hammer. So there's a lot of candlesticks that can significate or indicate that there's probably a bottom or a top. But right now it's, I don't know if it's the case. 40 seconds left. It tests, as I told you, probably, and this is the case, the Bollinger Band mid. So he's testing it. It passed it to the south. So will it be rejected to the north? I don't know yet. So will it be a handle or not? For your information, I closed my position just right here because it's too bullish for me right now. I'm in short. So I'm with the fees almost at break even, like minus 2%, something like that. I don't care if it goes down after. It's by precaution that I'm trying to figure it out what will happen in the next minutes, and I think it's bullish. So we'll see. Don't have any position for now. Well, I should have keep it, but who knows? Okay, wow. So if it closes like this, it's not a cup and handle. Oh, it touched directly the line of the double top. It's incredible. Directly on the neckline. Been rejected to the north. Okay, so it was only a rounding. It was a rounding and not cup and handle. So we're just going to put this here just for now. Not beautiful, but it's okay for what we have to do to analyze the market live. So what we expect here maybe is still bullish. It's a double bottom. This one needs to be higher or equal to this closing prices here to be a valid figure. So yeah, he's going down, but it's still bullish. So I will remove this for now. Okay, so maybe we have a bottom, we'll see. I really hope so, because I'll take a position further as a long for this time and not as a short. but not now. We don't have any signals right now that it's what will happen. Maybe a kind of other rounding possible, like this, and goes. Yeah, there's a possibility of this. Then the neckline will be here. Whoops, here on the highest point. I'm gonna put this in blue. Gonna be easier to see because there's a lot of lines. Okay, so remove this one. I keep this one because it was the foot here at the beginning of all the consolidation. Because as you can see here, we had this little range, but we can consider that we have a bigger range with false breakout, trying to break, always going down, still rejected. But now it looks like a double bottom, so I really like it. Remove this, we saw this rounding. The problem is that there is no clear portrait right now of where it is going. That's the problem. It's not the best for scalping this morning. Okay, so what I will do, I will let you on this for today. I will make another video probably today, but will be with another, probably an altcoin. For sure it will be a crypto, so it's gonna be an altcoin to get more volatility and maybe more specific direction, figures that can indicate to us where is the clear direction. So I wish you a good day. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe and activate the notifications, and I hope to see you soon. Ciao ciao.